Hey gang, Schlocktoberfest is apparently stuck in a very bad building with a review of the movie Death Factory. This one is about three couples, well, sort of, who go, but they're six friends, I'll put it to you that way, named Rachel, Louisa, Derek, Letitia, Francis, and Troy, who go into the infamous factory that had been abandoned for years. And wouldn't you know it, one of them, Troy, tells the backstory of what happened in the factory years ago. And apparently an experiment that was being conducted there went completely wrong, and a female worker caught the experiment pretty badly, got sick, and turned into what you see right there. So of course anybody who goes into the factory does not come out. So as you would guess, the mutant creature is going around getting anybody she can. And it comes down to our final girl named Rachel. But there's a slight twist in the story, because it turns out that Louisa is actually the sister of the mutant creature, who's actually named Alexa. Louisa tells a little bit more of the backstory to Rachel about what happens, and says that, Alexa needs people to come in there and, well, you know. So Rachel and Louisa fight, and then finally Alexa turns on Louisa, and it looks like maybe Rachel is going to be able to get out of there. But it turns out Alexa goes after Rachel, they fight, and Rachel wins the fight, leaving Alexa for dead. She's leaving the factory, and what do you know? Lame jump scare. It looks like Alexa was not perished, and she grabs Rachel, but it turns out it was a dream. Not the whole movie, but what happened about towards the end of it was a dream. So a cop comes in, starts talking to Rachel about what happened, and she asks about who all was still in the factory when they discovered what happened, and the cop said there were 8 people in there. So Rachel goes over and trying to think about who all was the 8 people that he mentioned, and he realized that apparently Alexa was not one of them. So she's still around, because a sequel had to be made. This movie stars Tiffany Shepis as Alexa and Ron Jeremy, who's in it for like 5 freaking minutes. So why did this movie suck? Well, it's from our old friends at Brain Damage Films, and boy, they don't make too many good horror movies. It was supposed to be done on a budget of $5 million, and I'm sitting there going, yeah, right. The movie starts off with some random woman running and screaming, and you kind of think, well, maybe the movie's starting off with her being chased by the mutant. No, she's just being chased by her boyfriend, and you pretty much figure out where they're going to go and what's going to happen and everything like that. So, yeah. And some of the attack scenes from Alexa, about 2 or 3 of them, or something like that, or 3 or 4 of them, somewhere around in there, felt like they were going on for 5 minutes. Even though they were probably going on for maybe a minute, but still, I'm sitting there kind of going, okay, next scene, please, next scene. We know what she's doing. We know what's happening. You know, so-and-so's not going to get out of there. Okay, we get it. And poor Ron Jeremy, like I said, he was probably in it maybe just a few minutes, only to have Alexa get him. And I'm kind of sitting there going, why does Ron Jeremy continue to do these low-budget horror movies where he's not even in it maybe 5-10 minutes, and you can pretty much figure out what's going to happen to him? It's like he just goes in the movie, his character gets knocked off, and then it's just like, okay. I mean, I'm not saying, I don't know if he might have gotten a, top billing on the DVD cover, but if he had, I don't think that would have been enough to have anybody sit there and kind of go, ooh, Ron Jeremy's in this movie, and then they're disappointed when he's only in it for 5 minutes. So yeah. All right, let me get some shout outs to some channels. Hope you guys will go check out and subscribe to, hopefully. So please go check out DiamandaHagan, Horrible Reviews, which is what I do, Mr. Nightmare, The Storyteller, and PossessedbyHorror. So there you guys have it, a review of Death Factory. And of course, I'll put the names in the description below of these channels. Hope you guys go check out, subscribe to. And of course, if you like my videos, always feel free to subscribe. If you got a horror, sci-fi horror, comedy horror, fantasy horror movie that seemed like it came out of some sort of factory and, well, you just wanted it shipped back, send it my way and I'll get on it ASAP. And if you've seen this movie, I'd love to hear from you guys in the comments below about what you think about it. And if you haven't, cheap plug, it's on the Kings of Horror channel. See you guys next time around for more Schlocktoberfest, and of course on Halloween, saving the worst, I should say, for last. Until then, thanks for watching, everybody. God bless you all, and as always, stay strong and rock on.